When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Blazers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Alabama's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early. You always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for room. It's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes as the penalty will back them up. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hard in the backfield. It's Meadows. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Knocked off his feet.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So UAB's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Leaves it with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Bringing the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. uncorks one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. He obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Blazers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quickly complete. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it. Forward and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It falls incomplete, and that will do it for the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit. But they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Plucks it out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a third. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up for the PAT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. First down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the 3rd down and goal situation.
Touchdown, Blazers! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Finds us back in the middle. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Back open in the middle. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's going to bring it out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Ingram. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught behind the line. It's Allen. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in with one hand. Tripped up for the tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 35. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Oh, he wants it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the air, it's Russell. Working that left side now.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give out of the gun. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if he was pounded down their throat in second down?
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And this will be... A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Really nice play. And when you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts at the front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line. Guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Russell. Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find your way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that 3rd down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Tries to get it on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. of the final period. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Russell. There's the pressure. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. So that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Breaks into the open. Just looking forward to... Drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Leaves it with the back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blazers will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Turning it on! Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay